Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's dig a little bit deeper now and let's start to think about all the things that you need to keep in mind when you're wanting to build a partnership or form a collaborative partnership with one or all of your customers, right? So the first thing you need to consider is you need to approach prospects with the objective of building a long-term mutually beneficial partnership. Now that sounds so simple, right? Well, your intention, or should I rather say, when you set an intention, every single time you engage with a customer, you proactively go there with an open mind and you're constantly looking for opportunities. You're constantly trying to identify places where you can integrate, reasons that you can become an additional resource, or ways that you can form or you can form effective long-term mutually beneficial partnerships with your customers. So get that mindset, because until you get that mindset, you're not going to be integrating into your customers' businesses. And don't only get a mindset, but set yourself weekly, or should I even say daily, weekly and monthly objectives around how many customers, how many of your existing customers you want to identify ways to integrate into the business, form partnerships with them, and become an additional resource. Next, you want to search for innovative ways to help them. Now, the way that I spell sell is not S-E-L-L, but it's H-E-L-P. In other words, the more people, as Zig Ziglar said, the more people you can help to get what they want, the more people will help you to get what you want. So you want to search, you want to constantly be going to your customers. Remember, you're going with an open mindset. How can I find opportunities to integrate? But more importantly, approach every single customer, every single prospect from the adage of, how can I help you? Because when you're constantly looking for ways to be of service and you're constantly looking for ways to help your customers, you show them how much you care. Because remember, your customers, your prospects don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Excellent. Right, next, you want to build trust by showing that sincere intention to help them. Because remember, your customers will only buy from people they know, like, and trust. So when you actually sincerely approach every single customer, not looking for the biggest transaction you can close, but rather looking for innovative, creative ways to integrate into their business and to sincerely help them, it's amazing. But customers see your authentic, sincere willingness, desire to help, and that turns into trust. So think about it. Every customer, you want to have that deep, sincere mindset of, how can I support? How can I help? How can I engage? How can I integrate? How can I become an additional resource at my customers' businesses? Next, you want to show sincere, genuine interest in ensuring that your customers' needs, values, and expectations are completely satisfied. Now remember, in order to uncover your customers' real needs, values, and expectations, you need to have, or you need to understand how to probe, how to discover, how to ask those meaningful, open-ended questions that are going to help you to get a really deep understanding of your customers' needs, values, and expectations. And when you show a genuine interest, so you discover exactly what their needs, values, and expectations are, but you go one step further and you sincerely go away. You think about, how can I integrate? How can I support? How can I become an additional resource? Or said differently, how can I help my customer to move from an undesirable state to a more desirable one? And what can myself, my organization, and my products and service do to support my customer to achieve their optimized, improved state? Next, both parties benefit from a mutually beneficial partnership into the future. So remember, when you're talking to your customers, You want to be using long-term language. You want to be using words like in the future. You want to be using words, we are partners. This is how I can support you in the long term. You want to not use short-term language, transactional language, when you're engaging with your customers. Make sure that it's long-term, it's partnership, it's support, it's integrate, it's an additional resource. So think about the language and the grammar that you use, because that sets you up. It creates the atmosphere. So you want to sincerely help. You want to have an authentic desire to be supportive. You want to look for ways to integrate, become an additional resource. But most importantly, you want to figure out how to form a mutually beneficial long-term partnership that will benefit both your customer and yourself and your organization.